let's work on the next 4 prompts of the Junk Journal January 2025 series. Hi, I'm Susanne from Susie's Journal Adventure and welcome to a new adventure in my journal. So today I'm going to work on the prompt 22 up to 25, and let's start with repeat. So if you've missed the last videos for this series, I have a whole playlist, and I will of course link this playlist down below in the description box so you can check out all my videos for this series. And as always, my motto for today's video is keep it simple, as well as it was for the other videos for this series. It gets even more important as this journal is getting really bulky, and I'm really trying to not add much more bulk in here. So for the prompt repeat, I want to use this stamp that I made a few days ago, and I uploaded a reel on Instagram, so you can check out this reel on my account. I basically made this stamp from the leftover foam of a stamp set that I bought. And you have these, you have obviously the stamps that you wanted to buy, and between the stamps you have this other foam that you usually would throw away. But I cut it into pieces, into random pieces, and glued these pieces down onto a thicker cardboard. And now I have a fun homemade stamp. And I think repeat, I mean, obviously this pattern is repeated, and this fits perfectly for today's prompt. So I'm always trying not to overthink everything. And I want to use, I guess, this really wide page here. The idea is to really keep it simple. I think I'm going to do a little bit of a collage, or maybe some fun colors. I don't know. I have these scraps laying here on the right on my table. You can't see them, but obviously I can see them. And I have some fun scraps ready to go, some fabric scraps and some paper scraps. But I think this is, these are the first scraps. I think they are perfect. So I will just tear these things down. And I always work intuitively. I don't overthink at this point. If you know me, you know that I don't have any idea how this page will turn out in the end. I'm just going in baby steps. And at this moment, I really have the feeling that this is going to be a quick one. So how about this jeans here? I think if I add this jeans, I will, I guess, add it in the end on top of everything. And I just want to have a little bit of a background, and then I will stamp this on. So I don't need very much here, I guess. No, I don't like this here. I have this, how is it called? Paper ruffle? Is that the right word? I don't know. I mean, I just folded this paper and then went over it with my sewing machine. And I think obviously this also matches the prompt. But I think this is too much. This is too much. I don't like it. I also found this shape. I cut this out from a cardboard and used it on my jelly plate. I really like it. So as you can see, I just let myself guide by my gut when I sit at my studio desk. And I'm really trying to let go of expectations that I have for my journal page and let go of, you know, goals that I might want to achieve when I sit down here. I think we all have to stick to enough appointments and time plans and everything. So I really think it is important to let all these things go and just sit down and have some fun and play around. And this is just gorgeous because, as you can see here, you don't need very much. You just need some scraps of paper or fabric and maybe a little bit of glue, and then you have the best time of your day probably. So where do I want to have it? I'm not quite sure if I can stamp on this. Well, this is better if I do it like this. Oh. No, this is not good because I don't have an, even surface. So I guess my stamp image won't come out crisp, but yeah, I think that's okay for me. Oh, okay. Do we like it? I don't know, but I guess yes. Let's stamp the rest of the ink here, maybe. No. Well, shall I do it? Yes. Let's be brave. Oh, okay. Well, then let's stamp some here. Yes, that's really abstract. So, do I want to add a quote or something? I found this sticker here. It says, "Best day ever." And I can't tell you why, but I think this is perfect for this page. And also, as you see here, concerning the selection of a quote, I don't overthink anything. I mean, you could think, what does this quote have to do with this background? Yes, of course, you could ask this question, but I don't ask it because this is perfect for me when I have the feeling that this is perfect, so I don't question it. I really think it needed this. This was a quick one, I guess. Repeat is done. My next prompt is newspaper, and I found this newspaper. It is from the year 2000, and it is a newspaper that we had at school. I'm from Germany, and I learned French at school. And this was kind of a newspaper that we used in the French lessons to learn French. And I just found it in my stash. And this is so much fun. It says here, "Les Allemands veulent être aimés." This means the Germans want to be loved. And this was an article that was written about 10 years after the fall of the Berlin Wall. I hope that's how you would call it in English. 10 ans après la chute du mur de Berlin. I think my French is not the best anymore. But this is so much fun, and I want to cut these two words out, les aimés, because they mean the beloved. I don't know. This is so much fun for me. So I will cut this off. And of course, talking about beloved, I want to have some people here on my journal page. And they really have to be small. The beloved, I want to have 2 people or 3. I think they are perfect. So I really don't have very many pages left in this journal, I must admit. I don't know if all the prompts fit in here. Oh, maybe I could... Oh yes, what do you think? This would be the perfect tag here. Oh, what do we think? Les amis. I think French is such a beautiful language. I think this is kind of more, I don't know, modern, somehow like so. But it really needs something underneath, underneath, don't you think? This butterfly left here. I don't know. I don't like this butterfly. How about this piece of paper from my stash? No, this doesn't work. I have this leftover piece. I cut out some flowers from a magazine, and these are some leftovers. And I think this would look pretty here. How about this? Yes, let's do this. So I will at first glue this one down, and then I will cut off the edges. So if you don't know already, I really love combining vintage looking elements with modern elements, and especially these paper dolls. I'm so in love with them. They are so versatile, and you immediately have a great focal point. Yes, let's do it like this. I mean, you could also cut out people from vintage photos, or you could print out people from the internet. You can find, I mean, you always have to be careful because of copyright issues when you publish then your artworks. But if you just do it for yourself and you don't publish things, this might be no problem, but yeah, just make sure that you don't get these issues when you print out things from the internet. For these 2 cutout words, I will use my glue stick, because when I use my art glitter glue, you see the stains through this really thin paper here, and I don't want this, so the glue stick is better here. So I think it needs some splatters, and I want to use this Distress Oxide Spray, Twisted Citron, that I have new, and I really love this color. So I have an acrylic block here that you use for stamping or, I don't know, some other things. And I will just spray a little bit on this block. I take my splatter brush here, and I think I'm going to dilute it with some water. I like it. So I will quickly dry it with my heat tool. And this is the finished tag. So this goes in here. And I really love it in this tuck spot here. So the prompt newspaper is done as well. So let's do line. So for the prompt line, I want to use this brush pen that I absolutely adore. This has a brush tip and has ink in it, and I love it, but I really use it not very often. So I want to use it for the next prompt. And as I want to be the line, you know, the focal point, I just want to have a little bit of interest in the background of my journal page. And I have this adorable page from a children's book. Look, this is so adorable. But, well, shall I use it? So when I look at this picture now, I'm really struggling. But I have so many old vintage books that are torn and that are not used anymore. So I have enough of these pictures here, and I want to use these flowers here, you know, on a journal page. Maybe here or here. Oh yes, I guess this is perfect. Yes, let's do this. So I will roughly cut it down a little bit. Or shall I glue it? Yeah, let's do it here. I glue it on the whole spread here. And I think I'm just tearing off here so that I don't have a lot of these sharp edges, you know. And I really think that this is going to be all that I do here in the background. And I will now go over with this brush pen in one line, very loosely and intuitively. I have no plan. I just want to start here somehow and follow this dynamic here of the flowers and end up somewhere here. Maybe you can use any pen you like, obviously, here. And it helps when you hold your pen up here and really try to not go over the page with much pressure. So I always think before I start, okay, I need some encouragement, because I have the feeling that I could really mess up this page now. And now I will go in these spaces here and fill them up with some, you know, patterns or random shapes. There's something missing, isn't it? I could add some kind of a sentiment or a word here that goes in the shape of this line somehow. You must know I'm not very good at handwriting. I don't like my handwriting here, but I think it needs something here, doesn't it? Or maybe here. So I think what I will do is I will just add the prompt here, and I will just add one, well, the word one, and line somehow here. Okay, I don't like it. I messed it up, but it's okay. I mean, I I can look at this page and say, okay, I don't like it, but I don't feel, you know, I don't feel weird or some kind of, I don't know, guilty, or I don't have any negative emotions in me. When I look at this, I just recognize, okay, I don't like it. And that's okay. I guess this is the right mindset you should have when you sit in front of your journal page and you look at it and you realize, I don't like it. You don't grow when you feel hate or some negative emotions for your journal page. Just say, okay, I don't like it. And then you can explore what don't you like. I mean, I don't like the handwriting here. This looks like a bird somehow when children draw a bird, you know. This could be, you can't see, this is an O somehow. This could be an E and not an L. And yeah, somehow the line could have been in another shape here, but it's okay. So let's finish this one line. And now the last prompt for today's video, modern. And for modern, I think I'm going to work on a really wide page like here. Or do I have another one? I guess not. No, I will just use, or I could use this one. No, let's go with this page here. And I'm choosing this one because I want to make a background with spray paints. Well, let's remove the tag here. Just protecting the other pages here. And I want to use these colors. Again, my Distress Oxides. I bought these 3 colors and I want to use them. I just used this green here. And now I want to use this orange, ripe persimmon, and squeezed lemonade. I think they go so well together. And I think, yeah, I want to create just a background with these sprays. Okay, let's start with the yellow. Ooh, can you see the oxidation here? This is turning blue now because I think it mixes with the yellow underneath a little bit, and you have this oxidation of course. Ooh, I love this. I will dry this. So this is dry now. I love the color combination. And what I want to do now is I want to add some, you know, sequins or glitter on top. I have this stash of beautiful sequins in any colors you can imagine. This is so adorable. Tiny purple hearts. I love them. Yes, and I want to add some of them. Maybe the green, white ones. Golden. Oh, I love this light green stars here. And maybe these blue ones. How about the purple ones? How about the pink? I don't know. I think these white stars are pretty. Yes. So I chose these 3 ones here, and I will now add these on top, and later on I will fix them. No, I won't fix them. I will fix it's not the correct word. Fix is some kind of repair. Yes, isn't it? So I will attach them and glue them down somehow with this packaging tape that doesn't want to collaborate with me. So I will just spread some of these on the page. And now I have a piece of this packaging tape and I'm trying to carefully stick this down. And I will then cut off the excess here of the tape. And then I make sure that this is really, really well glued down. I mean, I don't know if you could see this when this effect when I try to stick down the tape. Then you have this phenomenon that the glitter comes off and gets, you know, attracted by this tape because of this electrical thing that happens between the tape and the glitter, you know what I mean. And then you have to be careful, and then you have to be, well, at first you have to be careful, and in the last few millimeters you have to be very fast and put the tape down on the page so that you don't get a complete mess. So this is how it looks like now. I love this effect. This is so playful and makes a lot of fun, I guess, when you do it and when you look at it, of course. I have still these, some of these butterfly die cuts laying here on my desk. And I want to use one of them as a focal point here, but I don't like the color here on the page. So I will spray this with spray stained peacock feathers. I hope this is not too dark in the end. So this is dry now, and I think this color is perfect. Ooh, yes. So of course it needs something here. And I have these leftover fabric scraps and lace, this lace scrap and this fabric scrap here. And I think they are perfect underneath the body of the butterfly. And finally, I want to add some white splatters, just a few, to get a little bit of more interest on the butterfly here. So this is my finished page for the prompt Modern. So cute. Okay, Modern is done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Have fun creating along the prompts or just watching all the videos of this series. And I hope I'll see you soon in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.